And welcome back, Desk Poppers, to the greatest show on earth. I'm Junior.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're going to be doing a non-spoiler and spoiler review of Furiosa.
A Mad Max Saga.
Yeah, starring Anya Taylor-Joy.
Joy.
I always get her last name wrong. Chris Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
That one guy who comes in like halfway through the movie. Who else? A couple people from the original Mad Max movie. Well, not the one
From the original
No,
one?
not the original one, but like the new original one.
Oh, Tom Burke was the random dude that came in all random.
Yeah. Tom Burke and all that. Yeah. So make sure you guys stay at least to the.
And also the little Australian boy that they said was made fun of. Remember, like years back?
Who was he? Oh, he was one of the workers, right, on the truck.
Yeah. You don't remember that video? Like he was getting
I know what
bullied.
you're talking about. He was in it.
Yeah.
Damn, good for him.
And then they killed him.
Crazy. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man. Make sure you guys stay at least to the non-spoiler ending because we're gonna be telling you guys should watch this movie or not. Let you guys decide on that. But let's get down to it. The letter grade.
I don't know what I would give it
Why?
because I felt like I should have rewatched the first one.
I'm glad you brought that up because we will be talking about that.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm gonna give it this grade is because I think you would enjoy this movie a lot more if you're a fan.
I told Dolfo too. I was like, should I watch the first? He's like, nah. And then I said I was gonna watch it, and I never did.
Yeah, so that's on you.
That is on me. But
I'm gonna give it a D.
oh wow,
Yeah,
a straight D.
straight D.
I think I might be around there. I think I might give it like a C.
Okay, I thought you really enjoyed the movie. I thought that's where this was going.
I think I might give it a C.
Damn, so back to back bad movies for you.
I wouldn't necessarily say bad movies. Like I said, the other one was just not my age.
Yeah. And this one was just like not our forte. What do the critics give it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker. You thought I forgot.
Yeah.
You thought I forgot.
The critics give it a 90%. The audience give it a 90%.
Oh.
And CinemaScore gives it a B plus, which is
The same as Garfield?
yeah, same as Garfield.
Look, I do think that if you like this franchise, you're gonna like the movie. I 100% believe that.
I'm gonna still go and watch the first one just to
Get a sense?
get a sense because it ties in,
Did you at least watch a recap?
I didn't. No, I didn't watch anything.
So I watched a recap. So I knew what this movie was about and I knew who it was about, right?
Yeah.
It's about Furiosa. She's in the first movie
Yeah.
or whatever. So I recognized a lot of the characters from the previous
from the
one.
first one, yeah.
I do want to bring this up because it is award season, baby. We're going to give out MVP of Furiosa.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm not even going to lie. He usually does not do well out of Marvel. But Chris Hemsworth knocked it out of the
He did
park.
a really good. I believe he did a good job.
Well, who's your MVP? And then we'll talk about both our characters a little bit.
I think I was gonna give it to her, the Furiosa.
Furiosa, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she started the movie. She kind of.
You know what? It confused me when she came in because the little girl and her are like similar height.
Oh.
So I never knew like
when that change happened.
when that change happened.
Or like they didn't do a good. Well, they did do a good job of showing time progress.
Yeah.
But I didn't know like how much time progressed. I guess the reason why I give it to Chris Hemsworth is just because he really, dude. You can even. I mean, you could tell it was him, but like he changed his whole look. Big ass nose.
He really embodied this character.
Yeah.
And I say that because it was based in Australia.
Like, oh, it is based here.
And he is a very Australian guy.
I see what you mean.
You know what's funny? Before the movie started, I was thinking to myself, I was like, how come we never see like apocalyptic type movies in other countries? It's always like most of them based in like the States. And I've never like realized or paid attention, I guess, that the Mad Max was based in Australia.
Yeah, I knew that because I was doing research for the movie too before I saw it. But
so I saw the first one when it came out, and it's been a long ass time, so I don't.
So you know what's up.
Yeah, but then I saw they showed the country, and I was like, oh shit, it's in Australia. And I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I really did love Chris. Dude, just the whole like he really lost himself in this role.
He really did a good job.
Do you have an anti MVP? The worst character in this movie?
See, it's because I don't remember much from the first one, so I want to give it to the guy that was in charge of the
other one, the white guy, the white
hair with the mask, and he had the
because he is in the first one.
He is in the first one, but I don't remember how much of it. Because in this movie, and this obviously it's a prequel to the other one. He wasn't in it very much.
No, but he was the main foil of the last one. He's like the main bad guy. In that movie, Furiosa is working for him now, and Mad Max is the one that's like gotta like do shit and like, against them. You know, I'm probably gonna give it to Tom Burke's character. It just that was so
the
random.
Random guy that comes in and becomes her boyfriend or some shit.
Yeah. That was just the most random ass shit. I was like, where are we going with this?
That might be a spoiler. So
yeah, well, I mean, he does come in like halfway.
Yeah, he comes in at a random time, and then he's just there.
Yeah, until a random time, then he's gone again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did this guy provide to the movie? You know, we do have the Horny on the Timeline Award playa.
I'm gonna give it to the guy that fucking, what's his name? That guy's son who tried to rape Furiosa at a young age.
Oh my God.
That also might be a spoiler.
No, because I think anything that happens before we actually see Anya Taylor-Joy is not like, you know, big spoilers because it all happened beforehand, you know? Like before the movie actually starts.
I guess so. So, I mean, if you want to keep that in, that's up to you. But that dude, the guy's son, bald-headed fuck.
You hate to see it, bro. You never want to see that shit.
No, you don't want to. No.
That's crazy. At least, well, I would say Chris Hemsworth did a character. I forgot his name in the movie. He did a good job of protecting the girl, at least. Sketchy. Whenever you have like
Dementis.
Dementis. Okay, that should be like an obvious name. I don't know why I forgot about that. But I will say like that shit can get a little sketchy when you have a bunch of guys and just a little girl, you know. And like the movie did a good job.
Oh, so that guy, that character that I'm talking about is Rictus Erectus.
These names are fucking crazy.
Yeah, the names are fucking terrible.
Look, bro, let's just get to the box office.
Also, the guy, the white-haired guy, I'm pretty sure his name is Rizdale Pale.
There were two different actors though that played him in the first movie and then in the second movie. Box office, baby. Do you want to guess how much this movie was worth?
Fuck, you know, I don't know what I would give this movie. Less than 100.
No. It's a 2-hour movie. It's 2 hours and 2.5 hours.
Nah, that's true.
And the CG, the whole just less than 100.
Now you're making me. You can cut that out.
No.
I don't know. You're making it seem like it's a fucking shit ton, like 160.
Yes, $168 million
There you
to
go.
make the movie, bro. And I will tell you guys, for its opening day, like weekend, which was Memorial Day weekend too, $32 million.
That's terrible.
$1 million more than Garfield. Yeah, terrible, right? Now to date. To today, which is like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, we can give that out.
It doesn't matter. 50 million domestically, internationally, 65 million, which is like 50 million less than what Garfield is right now for international. So worldwide, it's 116 million. It's got 50 million more to make, like just make break even.
Which I don't think it'll get.
Yeah, it's a big failure. Like I don't think people were like into Furiosa like that.
The story was a little off.
It was. I was, dude. It's a long movie too.
It was a very long movie.
I don't know. We'll talk more about the pacing and the spoilers. But what was your theater experience? Did you go with anybody?
I did. I went with Andrew.
Again, you guys went.
Yeah, we went together. I told you we went back to back.
Oh, you guys watch these movies back to back?
Yeah, we watched them back to back.
Did he like it?
You know what? I didn't ask him.
No,
I don't remember.
What conversations do you guys have with each other, bro? Like you guys watch a movie and just walk out in silence.
It's funny because we watched that one and then we had put Garfield like right after the movie was gonna end and then Garfield and then we were like, oh fuck. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Did you guys make it?
So we changed the time.
Yeah.
But we ended up going. The movie ended before, so we ended up going to Garfield like right after.
Okay.
But we never talked about it because we were thinking about Garfield, like making it in time to go to Garfield. So we didn't talk about it.
I've done those back to backs though. They're intense.
And he wanted to watch a third movie. He wanted to watch a scary movie, but it doesn't come out until next week.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, damn.
Damn.
We're gonna be there all fucking day.
I've done that.
Yeah. Well, I did it with Edlin a while back. And it was a lot.
I did go by myself. I'm telling you, bro, this movie was just hard for me to watch.
It wasn't hard. I enjoyed it. There were a couple parts that were a little slow.
It's just not my cup of tea, bro. It's just sad to say. Like we will talk about should they go watch this movie. Mm-hmm. I think if you're a fan of the franchise, go watch it. If you're not, I wouldn't even touch it with like a 10 foot pole of a stick. I wouldn't touch it, bro. I wouldn't. I'm straight up. I think
this is one of those movies that like acquire a certain taste, you know.
Say that one more time.
It's still going. No. This is one of those movies that acquire, a certain taste.
Yeah.
Because this isn't I don't know. It's definitely one of those movies like it's hard to get into.
It is hard, dude. It was just like I even watched a recap, so I knew what was going on going in, but like I just did not enjoy the movie, and I feel like maybe like it was like the cinematography was pretty good, like visuals were great,
the explosions, the fighting,
but like even that like didn't like hook me in,
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's just a weird movie because like I feel like these type of movies would like get me in, like even just without the plot, just like all the action stuff. But
it's not even the plot. I think it's just more the type of characters.
Yeah.
I think it's the type of characters that got me that were like,
Because I know it's apocalyptic, but do you feel like it was too like out there? Like all the characters were just.
It might have been a little too out there, yeah. A little. I mean, obviously it's after an apocalyptic. We can't fucking say that word.
Apocalyptic. It's just Mexicans.
Yeah, it's a hard word, man. It's after an event like that, so there's gonna be like famine, diseases, all this type of shit.
All that shit.
That one town that's on top of the mountains and everything. Yeah, a little much. To be fair, we saw this movie like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. We've been super busy. As you can tell, I got a fucking hardcore tan.
A tan?
Yeah, dude, my tan is so bad.
We do have the sponsor of today's video, which is us. That's Pop. That guy, Daniel. My boy Angel over there.
The other one that's, living his life.
Halfway across the world. No, I'm just not even halfway, but he's pretty far out there.
He's like 2,000 miles away.
Yeah, guys, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you give us a like. Comment if you're going to watch this movie or not, and let us know if it's something that you want to watch. But also, we do have...
don't forget to follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review if you enjoy what we put out.
Yeah, it helps us out.
And if you're like me and like to watch it or listen to it, I should say...
On the drive,
because I always listen to podcasts while I'm driving at work.
At the gym, when you're cleaning on Saturday morning, bro, like listen to us. Please.
When you're grilling up a little carne asada with the boys.
Yeah, bro, put it. They're gonna be like, hey, they're gonna hand you the aux.
And that's when you put it on.
That's when you put it on. Then
even though nobody uses aux anymore.
Yeah. And the Bluetooth. And
when they hand you the Bluetooth,
you're gonna play it. They're gonna be like, hey, who's this fool? Yeah. Like, hey, it's this new podcast about movies, fool.
Why are we like super ghetto?
That's our demographic.
That's true.
Imagine.
We are chingan a su madre.
Spoiler zone, baby. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
That's so bad.
Guys, make sure you guys stay to the very end because we're gonna be talking about the best parts, the worst parts, sequels, theories. It is a long movie, bro. Let's talk about pacing. How did you feel like it was a long movie?
It definitely felt like a long movie, and it feels even longer when they do their chapters. Like part 1, part 2, part 3, and that made it feel even longer.
There is one movie that I liked when it did that recently came out, The Hunger Games, the ballad. It did that.
That one was better. This one just it's also very hard to tell the timeline of this
movie for you.
Yeah,
we talked about a little bit with the little girl to Anya's Furiosa.
Yeah, to the time that she comes in, it's very hard to tell.
Yeah, bro. Like, look, I do want to talk a little bit about the worst thing about this movie because that just follows me up on that. I did hate that Dementis went from let's find this Amazon paradise thing to
run in the oil town.
Yeah,
which is like, wow.
Was it? Yeah, the gas town. Or whatever?
Yeah, the gas town. Which is weird because he wanted to find this place that has trees, water, food,
stuff and everything,
for everybody. Which I guess he kind of got trading with what's his face?
Rictus Erectus?
No, not that guy. Riz Lord, whatever his name is, Mr. Riz. Because they did trade food for gas. We'll give you food, we'll give you water or milk or whatever it was.
Dementis was just he was out there. Like, he really went with whatever plan. He's like, fuck it, we'll see if this works.
Yeah, he was a very fuck it type of guy.
Yeah.
Like, whatever happens.
I remember when he went up to that city first, he was like, we're going to take over. And the guy was like, fuck you. And then everybody just like...
Yeah.
Badass move too. He was like, pick anybody, they'll jump right now.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fuck it, we're dying for you. I'm like, damn, bro, badass. Like, you're fucked.
It was funny because that little kid turned around and he's like, oh, fuck, thank God it's not me. Like, I want to live.
Oh my god! Funny. Nicholas Hoult is also in this past movie.
Who was he in this movie?
Not this movie. He was in the first one. He was one of the white guys.
Oh, okay, so
and like he's one of the people that realize that he's like, oh, we're just getting fucked over because pretty much what he tells the white people is that they work for him, and if they die, they go to Valhalla. You know, they like get this like they want to die, like they want to like, you know, that's pretty much the whole like bit. But like right now we're at the starting stages, right? They haven't revolted yet. They haven't like gotten
figured out.
Yeah,
it's because they haven't gone to war yet.
Yeah. Dementis, the whole like he said, fuck it, we didn't get that. We got another plan.
He's like, we got something else that'll for the time being.
And it didn't really work at first, right? They were like, I don't think it's them. And he was like, fuck it. That's when he had his right hand man who kind of like turned on him, right? Because he was
the
like,
guy with the skull, the motherfucker with the
I forgot his name, but we out here.
There's a lot of names in this movie.
But he does kill the people on the truck because at first they were the decoy, but he was like, damn, it's not working. I'm gonna kill them. And he's like, fuck it. And then the other guy's like, what the fuck? You're killing your own people. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know? I mean, it worked at the end, but you know what I'm talking about?
You are jumping all over the place.
No. This is when they take over Gastown or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but you're
just saying,
you're all over the place.
I did not like Dementis' plan. He was just like everywhere at all times. And at some point, he just lost track of the plot. He was like, I don't care about the Amazon people. I don't care about this little girl. Whatever. So at this point, like I'm like, okay, we lost the point of the plot, and now we gotta like follow like Furiosa's like whole tale with everything.
Which makes sense because we're supposed to be following her.
Yeah,
like we saw her introduction to Dementis, and
I don't know. I like Dementis more than Furiosa in this movie. Just because Dementis was really like...
He knew what he wanted.
Yeah. And also because you kind of know what Furiosa like does. Like it sucks with prequels because you know Furiosa's story. You know how it ends.
Yeah, you know how it ends. But it's... Sometimes it's cool to see the beginnings.
Yeah.
And this time it was not very cool.
Also the worst part. Dude, there's so many worst things about this movie. I can't
there was a
What's his name? Tom Burke?
Motherfucking Tom Burke. He was a Praetorian Jack.
We'll just call him Jack.
Yeah.
He comes out of nowhere.
He does. He comes out at middle of the movie, maybe.
Yeah.
He becomes the driver of that fucking massive semi that they build.
Yeah, the semi thing. And
you don't see him at all. I feel like you don't see him before that.
Yeah, but no, you don't. And Furiosa like joins him, and then they get attacked. That's how he finds out he's a girl, right?
He's just
but that whole thing was weird because they finish that battle, and then he leaves her, right?
Oh, that's because she points the gun at him and says, you know, stop the truck, get out, or jump out or whatever. And he's like, no. And then they fight, and then he pushes her out of the truck and starts like walking away, I guess.
Well, she walks. Like
she walks away.
And then he comes back walking.
And then he comes back and he's like, you're not going to survive being out there on your own. He's like, if you want to learn how to survive.
And go to wherever you want to go.
Yeah, she's like, work with me and I'll teach you.
Yeah. But I don't know. His whole thing was a little weird because he was supposed to teach her like the ways of the desert. I feel like we didn't really get
there was a time jump.
There was
a time jump between that because it goes from her learning and then from her to like driving the truck. That's a little time jump because he's like, all right, well, now you're ready. He's like, you can go and do whatever you want.
Like you said, do these time jumps, these like where
you don't realize it, but it goes from there, and then she wears a black face paint on her forehead. Mm-hmm. I think that's a small time jump.
Yeah,
which doesn't make sense, but like once you get to that scene, he tells her, he's like, all right, well now you've learned like how to take care of yourself, and
I agree.
He's like, so if you want help, I can help you get to wherever you're trying to go.
Look, man, I'm gonna stop shitting on this movie. What was the best part of Furiosa for you?
I think it's when they bring in the semi truck, so like the middle part
with Jack.
Yeah, with Jack. Even though he comes in at a random time, I think that from that point to where they start their war, from there to there was probably like the best part of the movie.
The best part for me,
and not because I'm a truck driver.
Best part for me, I think the battle in not Gastown, it was the other town, the other fortress.
The where they make the ammo.
Yeah,
the bullets.
Like,
and shit.
Yeah, and the cool like she's sniping and
she's saying, dude. Okay, so our theater talking about theater experience real quick. Super loud. We went into the IMAX, the one up in the promenade. Random scenes were like super loud. So like that sniping scene, extremely loud. Like it was like felt like the bullet like passed by your ear.
Damn, that's the experience though, IMAX.
So I mean, like the audio was really good, but that scene might have been a little too much.
You're like, hey, let's stop.
Yeah. No, but it was actually, I really did enjoy that scene too.
I also did love the end. I love that they're in the desert, right? And Dementis is like, oh, like it doesn't matter if you kill me, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Like you can do whatever. Like it doesn't matter. I won, whatever, right? She just has a little like playback story of pretty much this how it ends. The narrator is like, we don't know what happened in that desert. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
There's rumors or whatever.
You know what's funny is after that he says, I know exactly how it happened because she told me herself. I was like, well, why didn't you tell us?
Yeah. Wait, who's the narrator then?
I don't know. Okay.
Hey, that's fine. Then they finally tell us, right? This is actually what happened to him. He's actually in the tree of life or whatever, or the tree of...
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And he's like being grown from...
Yeah, she plants the seed, I guess, in his body and starts growing the tree from there. And they keep him alive. The person's alive, whoever it is, if it's him or not. I don't know.
Well, did they say they know if it's him or not?
I don't know. I can't remember the scene. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. I'm not gonna lie. It's been 2 weeks. We need to do better with these videos.
We do.
Are you next movie? We're not ending this, but are you watching Bad Boys for Ride or Die?
Yeah, of course. That's the next one.
Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
We are gonna be talking about a little bit of theories or sequels, I guess. Are we expecting a sequel?
Well, this is a prequel.
Yeah. Okay. Are we expecting another prequel of? I don't know.
You know what before we get into that,
Burke's Jack?
what I wish we had more of or seen a little bit more of was where she came from.
Oh, the Amazon, the Paradise?
Yeah, the Paradise. Because we only saw that one first clip
scene?
of like first scene, and then that was it.
Well, it's because we know she never goes back from the first movie.
Yeah.
So what
But I mean, like, I wish they like talked about it a little bit more.
It was already a long movie, bro. There's no.
It was a long movie. But speaking of like a sequel, do we get a sequel to
Mad Max, the first movie?
The first movie.
Well, here's the thing. I can't really talk about it because I don't know how it ends. So I don't know. Does Tom Hardy's characters die?
To tell you, I don't know because I have not watched it since it came out.
Do you see? That's why I'm like,
we don't know because I forget what that movie ends. Like, does she go back? Do we get a sequel of her going back? Like, eventually finding her the paradise?
And guys, it's not because we don't watch these movies. I know I haven't, but it's because we have bad memories too.
That's also very true. I don't know what I did yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. We watched this movie 2 weeks ago and we were like, so hopefully someday you guys support us so much that we can go watch a movie and do the podcast right after, like at the
I would like to do that. I don't know, straight from the car,
Straight, like, yeah.
You know how that fat fuck, that late night show that does the singing? We're going to do that, but with podcast.
Oh my God. No, I mean, I think do you think like another part of the world where, I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but like this world, but just like in Asia or in Africa or...
See, that's what I was bringing up when I was talking about like apocalyptic worlds.
Yeah.
So while this is happening in Australia, what's going on everywhere else? Like, is everywhere else like so far gone that it's just them? Or is there like another type of Mad Max motherfucker up in like China?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know, or do we?
Do we find out? Does she go somewhere? Does she find a boat and like just like motherfucker?
Furiosa stays there, and I think she dies. I feel like she dies.
Okay, I don't know.
But you know what I really do love? I don't know if you know this, but in the Mad Max movie, she has her arm cut off.
Yeah.
And they show it here how it happens.
Yeah, how it happens.
Crazy.
That's wild.
She just rips it off, huh? Because she stuck to the car or something like that.
Yeah, they chain her up,
and then she just saws it off or something.
Cuts it off.
Crazy,
rips it off.
People who like do that to themselves. I don't know if you ever watched 132 hours or whatever.
Yeah, 172 hours.
Yeah, something like that, bro.
He cuts off his arm because
that's some
stuck on a boulder.
nasty. Do you think you could handle that pain to like be able to do that to yourself? Like,
I would definitely have to be in that thing stuck for like.
Yeah, like you're fucked if you don't get out.
24, 36 hours type of thing.
But
or if you start feeling like oh, if I don't take it off, I'm gonna die. Yeah. So yeah, I'm saying I could do it, but I would have to I'd have to work up to it. Give me some time, like. Maybe I might get saved.
You're like at the very end of like, you're like at hour 72 and you're like, fuck, nah, I can still make it another 24 hours. Come on, baby.
But that's crazy. 100 and whatever the fuck hours it was.
I don't know.
That's like
I just
2 weeks.
like, where would you even like, do you have to cut at a perfect point? Because blood loss, right? Like you can die from,
Well, it also depends on where you're getting like stuck from. Like if it's your hand, then motherfucking, what's this called? The wrist.
But don't you have to like burn it to like make sure it doesn't like, I don't know, bro. I just think
yeah, you want to do it, what do they call it? Cauterize it? But I mean,
I'm not a doctor, so don't be asking me if you're ever in this situation what you should do, okay?
Yeah.
Point is,
but no, you do want to tie it to the point where no blood. Yeah, so if you ever like break an arm or break a leg and you're out in somewhere, you just put your belt on like.
Oh yeah. Well, you have to do it on like not but like
above.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, welcome to Medicine 101
with Los Despoppers.
With Los Despoppers. Bringing that up, talking about different worlds or different areas. I would like to see a post-apocalyptic world where they go from one country to another and seeing
the
difference of what the fuck they're going through.
Did they have planes in this movie? No planes?
I don't think so.
I don't think that's
they have those fucking little propeller things that they be shooting up.
Yeah, but that's not gonna.
That's gonna take you like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then that's not. I mean, maybe to like New Zealand, but
but like something like that. Like even then, like going
easily a boat. They could easily build a boat if they're out
Well, I mean, if they have an abundance of fucking fuel to drive their motorcycles 750 miles across the desert.
Yeah, bro. For people who I feel like fuel and gas are scarcity,
especially for a motorcycle, because it's only like 5 gallons,
and you're
over here crossing the desert
for like a whole day. They went like 3 days.
Yeah, like when they kidnapped the girl, they drove like a good 24 hours.
I felt like it was more.
It could have been more, motorcycles. It could have been, yeah. And then when she shot one of them, they took the fuel from one of them, and you could still hear fuel in it. I was like, how?
Okay, guys. Well, that is our review of Furiosa at Mad Max Saga.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know. If you guys enjoyed the movie, let us know in the comments if you're gonna go watch it or not. Let us know if you're a fan of this franchise and what we missed out on by not remembering the first movie.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching. Adios.
Deuces.